Hey y'all, and welcome to Politibrawl. My name is Brian, and Byron Donalds goes into enemy territory on CNN and doesn't just hold his own. He drops a truth bomb on this entire panel, giving them a reality check that they sorely need on CNN. But before we dive in, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at Native Path. Their products, particularly their collagen peptides, can lead to a healthier life, but more on that later. Now, let's get back into the video.
A couple of things. First of all, town halls are for the voters, not for the press, not for the person who's the moderator. Caitlin spent more time interjecting her own viewpoints or her own views on the situation.
Excuse me, those are actually facts.
Now, are you guys not going to interject your views on me, or do I get a chance to speak now?
If you're speaking falsely, those were facts.
The town hall is for the president to speak to the voters of New Hampshire, not for this back and forth with media. That's number one. Hold on. That's number one. Number two, with respect to Ukraine, I totally disagree. He did not say he was just going to give over Ukraine the way you intimate, Van. He did not say that.
He didn't say
what he said.
He did not say that he would stand for a victory.
What he said is that he would actually look for a solution to end it quickly. He put 24 hours on it, but let's be very clear. What Joe Biden has done has been a disaster, because initially with Ukraine, Joe Biden wanted to give Vladimir Zelensky a ride out of Dodge. He wanted to give him a plane ride. And it wasn't until people in Moscow, in Ukraine, here in the United States said this invasion is wrong that Joe Biden reversed course.
Do you want a victory in Ukraine? Do you want a victory in Ukraine?
I'm just trying to respond to everything that's been coming up on the table. Last thing, let me say this. We spent 22, 23 minutes talking about January 6th. We could have been talking about a whole lot of other issues instead of doing that for the first half hour or so. But let me be very clear. What was said in this town hall about National Guard troops that were authorized by Caitlin was wrong. I'm on the Oversight Committee. I was in 2 hearings on January 6th. It was testified in oversight that Donald Trump authorized National Guard troops on January 4. He followed up in a call with then acting Secretary of Defense on January 5, trying to see where the deployment was on those troops. That is testimony in the Oversight Committee. Everybody testified in Oversight Committee when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House, except one organization, and that was the Capitol Police.
Did you read the
because
Secretary
Nancy
of Defense's
Pelosi would
book?
not allow that. I'm telling you what was testified to in the Oversight Committee under oath.
But let me just correct you, because what Caitlin was saying was what the former Secretary of Defense wrote in his book. He said the president did not.
I am telling you what he testified to under oath. In the Oversight Committee.
Congressman, can I just ask,
are the facts. Go ahead.
You do acknowledge Donald Trump lost the 2020 election, correct?
Again, we're going to continue to talk about 2020?
No, I mean, it's a direct
right
question.
Now, hold on. Let me tell you why most voters are frankly kind of tired of y'all bringing this up. This is what's frustrating to a lot of people. You want me to state it the way you want me to state it.
No, I don't.
I am telling you.
I want you to just answer the question.
And the reasons behind why certain people look at the 2020 election the way that they do.
I understand why some people believe it.
Moving forward into 2024, a couple of things are very, very clear. The nation is a mess. Our border is overrun. Inflation is crippling every family. Republican, Democrat, Independent. Those are the facts of the matter in 2024, not 2020.
Can I just ask you a question?
Not 2020.
And there you have it, the truth manifest. So I don't like getting into conspiracies, but I do know this. The Speaker of the House is the one who is in charge of Capitol security. Donald Trump authorized National Guard troops and offered a ton of extra support because he knew that there was going to be a rally at the Capitol at a certain day. Nancy Pelosi said no. She knew that there was a possibility of something weird happening on that day, and she made the calculated decision to endanger the people, both in the crowds and the people who were guarding the building. That is vile. And Byron Donalds can't say that because he has to work with Nancy. Although I'm pretty sure she's almost someone that you can't really work with anymore. That woman needs to retire. She needs to go back home, go on her front porch, continue to trade her stocks, and eat some ice cream. All right, eat her expensive ice cream. Hey, y'all. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our new sponsors, Native Path. Created by Dr. Chad out of Austin, Texas, he realized that there was something deeply wrong in this medical community. Instead of focusing on nutrition, they were just focused on serving big pharma. So he left and created this new company called Native Path. And what do they do over there? They sell something called collagen. Now, what is collagen? Well, it's not magic fairy dust. It's not this muscle milk. It's not calcium rich. Instead, It is a odorless, flavorless, dissolves completely in water powder that you can mix. And unlike iocane powder, this stuff has massive health benefits. It can help your bones, your joints, your ligaments, your skin, your hair follicles, even your fingernails. This stuff is absolutely packed with the nutrients that we lose so constantly in our modern diet. This stuff is a fantastic supplement, can help you live a healthier life. And if you go to this link down here below, you will find up to 45% off of certain products. That is how much Native Path cares about your health. So go check them out, link in the description below. And now, back to regularly scheduled programming. And there's even a Time magazine article outlining how corporations pushed a propaganda campaign to trick people into voting a certain party. This is a wild story. All you gotta do is look it up, Time magazine. As a matter of fact, I have had this tab open on my phone for like 4 years now. Yeah, the article is The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election. And it's written from the perspective that these people thought that they were saving democracy by undermining it. It's very ironic here. And so Byron Donalds has to be careful. He can't spit out facts like this because the mainstream media is going to tear him a new one, saying that, oh, that's speculation. You don't know that. That is a conspiracy theory. The reality is those things that I just told you all happened. The things that Byron Donalds is talking about is a more sanitized version, talking about how Nancy Pelosi refused help from the National Guard. And then talking about that the voters really don't want to focus on 2020. And I don't blame them because it's 2024 and everything is worse now. So Byron Donalds, what he's really doing is he's holding his own against a very hostile panel. I mean, these people want Donalds gone. They don't want him making his case. They do not want him there. They only have him on in order to show that, no, we bring in the other side too. And Fox News, you do this too. I get it. I get it. You need the illusion. But the rich white liberals, in order to have some more validation, they need a Republican. And that's why MSNBC goes for a lot of the rhinos, for lack of a better word, while CNN will actually bring on actual conservatives. So that's the difference between MSNBC and CNN. CNN is the nicer version of MSNBC. They have the nicer Democrats that live up in their ivory towers and their rich white liberal friends who live in their gated communities away from the actual crime that happens in the city. So yeah, that is what CNN is trying to do here. But they hosted a town hall because they knew they could make some profit off of that. That's what made them a boatload of money in 2015, 2016, by flashing Trump across their headlines. And the moment he was gone, their ratings cratered. Funny how that happens. But Byron Donalds is out there trying to defend Trump because Caitlin Collins, who was moderating the debate, spent more time trying to fact check than letting Trump talk. And the whole point of a town hall is so you can interact with the voters, so you can take their questions, so you can understand their perspective. Caitlin Collins instead tried to make it into an interview. That's bad journalism and very bad faith. And I'm surprised she has a job after that, because what she did in that town hall months ago wasn't just dumb. It was something that should have ruined a career. But she still has one, much to our chagrin, and the rich white liberals are just out there eating the slop and not questioning anything. The whole point of a town hall is for the interaction. It's so Trump and what other candidate wants to talk to the people and get direct feedback. That is democracy manifest. And Democrats don't like it. So they try to focus this on CNN and try to show that rich white liberals, hey, there's Trump spewing nonsense. Let's trap him. That's the whole point of CNN. That is not the point of a town hall. That is bad faith, and they sent one of the worst possible people to moderate the town hall. I shouldn't be shocked. You know what? I should be not shocked by this because I've seen it over and over and over, but it still shocks me that this occurred in such a way. And Byron Donalds is doing his best to hold on to the truth and remind these people what they are supposed to be doing, what actual journalism looks like. because CNN is not journalism, it's yellow journalism. It's muckraking at its finest. And it's ruining our country. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on Politibro. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And until then, y'all have a good one.